Hello everyone, my name is General Fancy Pants, and welcome back to Secret Files Tunguska. Sorry if this is going to be a little bit darker scene. I just realized that as I'm looking at this that it could be kind of dark except for this area right here, so I apologize if you can't really see anything or if it's hard to see, but let's kind of take a look around here. We were caught by Oleg, and now we are basically in the machine room. There's Massimo, and he explained to us that basically his whole intent is to not really brainwash people, but he said decision helping people so they can concentrate on more important things. So, still a form of brainwashing, and we should try and stop him. But we have to figure out a way of distracting Oleg so we can potentially do something, I guess. So let's take a look at Oleg first.
I really trusted that guy. How could I be so stupid?
Okay. Let's try and talk to him.
I would like...
Quiet! Professor Charleroi has to concentrate.
Okay. Let's talk to Massimo. Oh, we can talk to him. Let's talk to him about the sect.
In case you're interested, a sect has just arrived. They're about to destroy your equipment on the surface.
Yeah, sure. Who is leading them? Superheroes who are saving the world?
I'm serious.
I think you're missing my point. And now please excuse me. I don't have time to talk.
Okay, what about the machine?
To build all these devices here at the edge of the world, that must have been a huge effort. What's it all for?
The equipment is extremely sensitive. Do you see the big display back there?
It's hard to overlook.
The project is strictly monitored because incorrect radiation could lead to a malfunction. We've therefore played it safe and built part of the complex underground.
Fair enough. Alright, well, let's see if Oleg will take the egg here so that he can go warm up the building for everybody. Might be a good enough distraction for him.
I think I may have something you've been looking for.
Oh, the part from the water pump? Thank you very much. We will reward you with a painless death.
How friendly of you.
Oleg, put that thing back in there quickly so that it's nice and warm again up in the station when we celebrate our triumph.
Okay. You will watch our guest of honor.
I don't think that our princess wants to run away, do you?
No, of course not. It's terribly comfortable here.
Alright. And there goes Oleg. Let's see what else is here. Now we know that Max is up actually in the control room up here.
Max must be up there. Hopefully they haven't caught him yet.
Okay.
This thing has all the bells and whistles. You can even play Orion Squad 1 with it.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Can we talk to Nicole?
Miss Charleroi?
Shut your mouth, or Sergei will shut it for you.
How about Sergei?
I assume that Sergei isn't just standing there for the fun of it.
Well... We need to do something here that will basically destroy the machine. I suppose we can start trying to throw something into the these electrical rays here. Preferably something maybe metallic. Let's try the amulet. Or the bucket. Okay, how about the lighter? Our cell phone? Our cell phone.
Damn it, we have some interfering radiation here somewhere. If we don't get it under control quickly, we'll have to stop the experiment.
Okay. Now what? The crane?
I see no way to operate the crane from down here.
Okay. Well, we don't have our cell phone to call Max anymore. Not that we really could anyway, I suppose. What else can we do? What else is there? There's a control console.
The entire project is being monitored and controlled from here.
Can we do something with it?
The Committee of the Friendly Do-Gooders probably does not want to include me in its ranks.
Alright, so there must be some way to communicate with Max here to help operate the crane, I'm assuming. But I don't see a camera anywhere, but let's do a search scene. Oh, it's right here. It's just right above us. That was the camera.
One of those monitoring cameras again.
Okay.
You mean escape using the crane? We'll see if that goes well. But I don't have a better idea, so let's give it a shot. Good luck, Nina.
It's getting warm up there, and the champagne is being chilled. This means that there is nothing standing in the way of our party.
The celebration will have to wait. We have some serious problems here. What the hell was that?
I'm sure we can thank this little toad here for this. But no more fun and games. You're finished.
I'm sorry that I was wrong about you, but Oleg was very convincing and...
That's okay. I'm a man. I don't hold a grudge. Come on, we've got to get to the airplane. The people from the sector are probably already waiting for us.
Aww. He's okay.
Nina's father tried for months to scientifically prove what had happened. However, he eventually gave up, knowing that there are some things that just can't be explained with formulas. Still, or perhaps because of that, a small film company is very interested in his story. After his encounter with the sect, Eddie the janitor immediately started attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and has been sober ever since. He is using his striking voice doing voiceovers for goblins in video games. Lisa originally wanted to become a photographer, but she was unsuccessful due to the fact that she couldn't manage to change the batteries in the camera. Her new career as a bike courier also ended suddenly after just 2 hours and her first flat tire, because no one patched the tire for her. She is now selling magnetic microwave hamsters from a small stand in Berlin. When the police arrived at the museum, Kansky's body had disappeared. As Max realized when he saw the amulet, the commissioner was a member of the mysterious sect, which no one has heard from since their intervention in Antarctica. The sect's motives remain a mystery. Were their actions really for the benefit of mankind? And have they really disappeared? The sanitation worker noticed Nina's lie just in time and didn't quit his job. 1 week later, he actually did win the lottery, divorced his wife, and has lived happily ever since. Conductor Karpman's unpunctuality cost him his job. However, German Railways was thrilled to hire him. He now works the daily Hamburg-Bielefeld route. After another 2,376 cigarette breaks together, soldiers Romanova and Yushin decided to quit smoking. They now spend their time sticking nicotine patches to various areas on each other's bodies. However, rumors of an upcoming wedding could not be confirmed. Agents Fetisov and Radinkov left the Secret Service to open a boutique in Moscow that features tailor-made suits. None of the passengers died in the dramatic train wreck, which looked worse than it was. The scientists are still puzzling over the strange results of the plant analysis that Nina so brilliantly manipulated. The Doberman Pinscher took advantage of the opportunity to escape and is currently following in the footsteps of one of his ancestors and terrorizing the moors of England. Barkeeper O'Brien was hit by a drunken truck driver in front of his pub, quit his job, and has been teaching rhetoric at the University of Dublin. The fisherman's doctor urgently recommended he pay better attention to his health. He now only fishes when the sun is shining, in other words, twice a year, and has switched to drinking single malt Scotch whiskey. Klaus lost his home when the pub closed. He wandered around homeless and without a goal for months, until he finally discovered his purpose in life and a place to stay in the small German town of Geesthacht. He is now a game designer for graphic adventures.
That's funny.
Fernando, the gatekeeper, is currently working on his latest series of paintings, the 1,000 extremely different growth stages of the date palm tree. Thanks to her untiring physical efforts, Sister Sabrina actually won the mayoral election. However, she had to resign 9 months later to take care of her baby. Shortly after his efforts in the inner courtyard, Puyol, the patient, set the world record in building a house of cards. Since then, he has appeared in numerous TV talk shows, babbling nonsense and earning money, hand over fist. However, we strongly oppose the extremely malicious insinuation that this career path is a general prerequisite for a career in television. Ramon builds strange figures out of shells based on Manuel Perez's even stranger drawings and sells them to tourists for exorbitant amounts of money. The villainous quartet was literally put on ice for a very long time. As a result, large-scale mind control continues to be reserved for a very popular, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. The contracts are signed and sealed. You can look forward to seeing your favorite characters again in Secret Files 2.
That we will.
Max?
Yeah?
Have I thanked you yet?
No, I don't think so.
The plane must have an autopilot function.
There are other people on that plane, so I hope you're somewhat discreet. The end.
Camera's rolling.
And I'd like to help you too. I don't need to go to bed anymore anyway, and I can always sleep when I'm dead. So, if I can do something for you...
That's really nice.
Here's looking at you, kid. Sorry, I forgot my line.
Cut! You know the difference between me and you? I make this look good. Cut!
Just because I'm filming a shitty film for some shitty people doesn't mean that I enjoy being an actor. I was not outstanding, and I was not exceptional. I was monumental. I was epochal.
Alright.
Camera's rolling.
Prop guy, please bring the fake iron bar this time. What a comedian.
Camera's rolling.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the stodgy could now look a lot like...
Cut.
I can't stand taking the train, sorry. Let's film the scene again.
Nina and Max will be back. Looking forward to Secret Files 2 coming in 2008. Well, obviously it's not 2008. Alright. Any more cutscenes or anything? Okay. Let's talk about the Secret Files Tunguska for a minute, shall we? I really enjoyed this game, actually. Now, this game did come out in 2006, and I think the... if you go to like Steam, it'll say 2009, because I think it was re-released for the Wii. And I think this is actually the... potentially, and I don't know, don't quote me on this please, because I don't know. But this could be like the Wii version re-converted back to the computer. I'm not sure, but I could be wrong. It could just be the original PC version just put on Steam. So either way, I like I said, I remember playing this game many years ago. Well, probably I would say, 1 second, the music's really loud in my ears. There you go. Alright, anyway, so I remember playing this game, and I don't know if it was back when it first came out, or if it was maybe like a year or two after it came out, because I don't remember ever seeing a Secret Files 2 or 3 or whatever, but there are indeed, I believe, 4 in the Secret Files series. The next one is called Secret Files 2 Puritas Cordis, and I will be playing that in the future, but right now let's talk about Secret Files Tunguska. And I'm going to kind of compare it to how much I remember and also how much I didn't remember about the game. So as far as the voice acting and the story and all that, I mean, I thought it was decent enough. The voice acting could have been a lot better, I think, but I mean, as you could probably tell throughout the game, the sounds of the voice changed, as far as like sometimes it sounded like it was in a recording studio, other times it sounded like it was very echoey, or it sounded like just it was not consistent through the whole game. And also I found the funniest parts where it's when they're like in Ireland and they still used a very like American accent, or you know, there was no change in any of the accents at all. It was just one straight Americanized accent through the entire game, and I thought that was pretty funny because it didn't seem like they even tried. So but yeah, that was just a couple things where I just was like, okay, well, we'll just go with it. The graphical glitches a couple times that we ran across, especially when we didn't see some of like the soldier on the train or the nurse and things like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know why those characters didn't actually literally visibly show, but for whatever reason they didn't, and I tried to see if I could find a way around that, but I couldn't find anything. And fortunately enough, those characters weren't like majorly important characters. Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer since we kind of missed out on some of that stuff, but we still got through the game alright, and I think it turned out pretty okay. As far as the story goes and the main character, I think Nina was a pretty good protagonist. She kind of had that like female Indiana Jones vibe going about her, where she was, you know, pretty fearless and just traveling all over the world and finding things and exploring places, and I kind of liked her as the main character. I don't know if she's going to be in the second game or not. I've never played the second or third or fourth games, so I don't have any idea of what's going to be coming up here, you know, in the next games. This is the only one I've played in the series, so we'll see how the next ones go. As for the supporting characters, I thought they were alright. I kind of had forgotten that Oleg had betrayed or was part of the bad guys, but he was an interesting character, I guess, in his own right. I'm not sure. I guess I just felt like the whole story was. I mean, I like the idea of the Tunguska event, having the story based around that, because I find that event very interesting. I like watching things about it and, doing like not too much research, but like, if an episode of something is on about it, I like to watch it, or a documentary, things like that, because I just think it's a interesting subject because it's never really been solved as far as I know. There's lots of theories about what happened, but nothing really solidly concrete. And I think I liked how it was sort of just the modern mystery of the game and how it brought a lot of different aspects of the game, like a little bit supernatural, a little bit of aliens, a little bit of conspiracy and covert operations and things like that. It was just kind of it was a pretty well put together game, and I really enjoyed it. The puzzles were, on the other hand, I think, for the most part, they were all right. I did a lot of clicking of just random things and hoping that it would work, or putting things together and hoping that it would work. Like, for instance, the chair, and then you put the syringe on the chair and it turned into a blowgun. Like, don't think I'd ever think of that. Or a couple times where it's like I don't even know why I was doing that particular thing until I thought about it, or until we saw a little cutscene of what that combination of items did to get the result that we got. Like even the icicle at the end of the game, it was just after thinking about it, and it's like, oh, okay, the icicle will hit the barrel and the barrel will open up and the ice will make the material inside the barrel explode. So things like that, where it was just, there was a couple times where I just did not quite understand the logic behind the puzzle. But I think that's in most adventure games, where some of the puzzles, like most of the puzzles are, you can figure it out and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then other times it's like, oh, I have no idea why I did that, but it works, so good for us. So anyway, I really hoped you enjoyed this Let's Play. I would say if you haven't played the game, give it a look or give it a try, because it's actually a pretty decent game. It's not that expensive on Steam. I think I bought the whole series when it was on sale on Steam for like $10 or something like that, so maybe wait for that. But it was alright in its own way. It's definitely an older game. The graphics are a little dated, but I think they still look pretty decent for 2006. Some of the movement was a little rough, but overall I really enjoyed this game, and I hope that if you watched the series all the way through, that I hope you enjoy the series. I hope you liked what you saw, and I guess I will see you guys on Secret Files 2 when we get around to that, or the next Let's Play. Thank you so much very much for thank you very much for watching this Let's Play. Thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you guys next time on the next Let's Play. Until then.